Hi guys, today I will talk about the new upcoming update of World of Tanks, the 1.18. Um, this update is huge, it has a lot of things in it. So, the first thing I will want to talk about is the new Italian TD line, branch or line, that will start from the Tier 4, from the P26/40, and let's see the news first. And this is the update. Let me interact with it. Okay. So uh, there is a presentation of the new line. I don't know why it's not working to scroll down. It worked a bit, but now it's not scrolling down. Yeah, I cannot scroll down. Okay, I will talk about this new line in a second. Uh, what I'm trying to tell you about it is what you need in order to get these new tanks very fast. And for that, I try to get some infos, and let's try it this way. Okay, you should see my Excel now. Okay, so blueprint wise, uh, if you want to just research all those tanks with blueprints, from tier 4 to tier 10 you'll need 156 national and 480 universal, and from tier 5 144 and 444, and so on. You can see it here in the Excel. I've tried to get out the infos. This is only to research the vehicle. Bear in mind that you'll need also to research guns or turrets or different stuff on the tank before being able to research the next tank. So on the right, I try to find out how much XP the new tank will cost to research. So the tier 5, if you are playing with the tier 4, you will need 12,000 and 650 experience, and the tier 6 will need 28,500, and so on until tier 10, when the needed XP for it will be around 200,000, and they might be subject to change, but at this moment this looks like the XP needed for tanks for the new tank line. So if you don't have any Italian tanks and you want to start now with this new TD line and want to go for it, and you'll start for tier 1, yeah, you'll need only around 6 more thousand XP on tier 1 to tier 4 in order to start grinding the new tier 5 TD. Um, on the right here, it's the total XP, or the total XP needed in order to take the tire what's after. So if you start the line from the beginning, yeah, from tire 1 to tire 2, the tire 2 tank it's costing 270, but with the gun you need to research, you need 310 in order to take the M4041, and after that, in order to take the M5042, the tire 3, you need 1230 XP only for the tank, and additional 140 for what you need to research the modules on it in order to unlock the tire 3. For the tire 4, you need to the tank itself, it costs 4160 XP, and with what you have to research the modules on it, you need an additional 780 XP. So it's not much, it's like playing one game with it, maybe. And from the new line, you'll need for Semovente M41. This is the tank value, and this is what's needed in order to unlock the tank. Not to have the tank before full module. Yeah, it needs only 2 guns in order to unlock the Semovente M41. You only need the 2 guns from the P2640, so you don't need the engine, you don't need the tracks. The same thing is with Basotto, the Semovente M43 Basotto. In order to jump from M41 to M43, you need uh, almost 7,000 XP. Not to have the Semovente M41 full, but just to jump on the tire 6. And so on. Yeah, from tire 6 to tire 7, you can see the difference starts to being greater. Because in order to take the tire 7, you need an additional of 26,000 experience, and after that, in order to take the tire 8, you'll need around 40,000 experience, because you have to research gun, turret, and so on. And the tire 9 and tire 10, it looks like around 36,000 for the tire 9, and for tire 10 it's 133,000 plus or minus. So a lot of XP needed. So if you have blueprints, you'll get rid of all of this, and you only need to farm the other part. And in order to do that, you can also use the free XP. Yeah. The total needed from this line, from tire 1 to tire 10, uh, the blueprints part, it's 500,000 XP, and with what you need to research the models, it's going 50% higher, at 765,000. My recommendation is to try to use as many blueprints as you can, but always start from tire 10. Yeah. First, put all your blueprints on tire 10, because that's the most costly XP wise tank. So it's better to start researching it first. Obviously, if you want the tire 10, if you only want the tire 8 to play with it and everything, go for it. But if you want the entire line, or if you want the top tire, put all your blueprints first on tire 10, and if you have more, put on tire 9, and if you have more, put on tire 8, and so on. And play the lower tires, because they need few games in order to unlock. Yeah, like 2 3 games, 5 games, depending on what bonuses you have, and you'll jump to the next line, to the next tire. And if you use the blueprints here, you'll regret it, because you'll see at higher tires you'll need to farm 4 or 5 times more than you needed to farm at lower tires, and the blueprints are the same. The blueprint doesn't cost much or more. You only need more blueprints for the higher tires, but and you have more blueprints in order to assemble the entire tank, but the blueprints are the same. the value of the blueprints is the same. Uh, I won't be able to do a review on these tanks because to review them you need to play them. I haven't yet. Maybe I will go and try to test them out, but being on the test server, might be subject to change, and I believe I'll wait until the release in order to play them. Um, the other stuff that is included in this new update are related to um, a vehicle balance. You had different updates about this in the past, about the American lines, about the M103 and T32 and T29 and so on. You can watch those YouTube movies. You can read the articles on World of Tanks game news section. There are a lot to talk about those modifications and those buffs and those nerfs because there are only buffs, there are a lot of nerfs also to Kranvan and to uh, T29, for example. And the iconic T29 is going to be nerfed, and we will have a new map in the game that it's called Outpost. It was tested, and you had the opportunity to play on it on the new mode that World of Tanks had, uh, the topography mode, if I remember correctly. And that map was the one who won the topography mode, and it was the most balanced for people. And Wargaming decided to release it, so you'll have a new map. Um, Also, there are some matchmaking modification. Um, I don't know if I changed the scene. I should have. Those modification on matchmaking are pretty important, I would say, because no more EBRs, no more platooning of EBRs, only one EBR per team per game. So you won't see two or three of them in battles in the same team. Um, you also won't see an EBR matching a Manticore or an EBR matching a T100 LT. They will always try to match EBR versus EBR and the other lights versus other lights. Also, you can find three artists now. So three arty games are returning, but not as it's only if there are too many artillery players waiting. Otherwise, you'll still have games with 0, 1, or maximum 2 arty. The three arty games will only take place when too many people will with arty will wait. So keep in mind that you might try to adapt your vehicles in order to be ready to really enjoy a 3 arty game per team. Um, this is my first video when I'm trying to talk about the upcoming updates in the game. So don't be too harsh on me because I'm still trying to figure out how I can make this new news section work. Thank you. Hope my info helped you in some way, in any way, and see you soon on live streaming. Thanks. Have a good day.